when you're ready, guys, come into a comfy seated position. Namaste. Thank you for joining me. My name is Mika. We're going to be working in a Vinyasa flow today using some very strong, kind of well-known poses, and just play with the top of our mat becoming on both ends. So you'll see this flow as it unfolds. But let's begin by sitting in our seat, in our asana, sitting a little taller in our posture, and imagining there's a cord pulling you up, lengthening the spine as you relax your hands on your thighs or your knees. And just take a few backward shoulder rolls just to bring kind of the shoulders into a sense of focus here. We're using those joints so much in yoga. And as you roll backwards, take a deeper breath in, feel your chest expand, maybe closing the eyes. As you exhale, maybe switch on that Ujjayi breathing and settle your shoulders, settle into your pose. Start to concentrate the breath to a little bit more of a focused inhale, slow and deep, lengthening through the body, just like sitting taller. Exhaling with that Ujjayi breath and feeling your ribs narrowing as you exhale and your core turning on. Maybe engage the Mula Bandha, the pelvic floor, as it draws up towards your navel, squeezing those muscles as you exhale. And play with that kind of cycle of movement. Inhaling, the belly expands, the chest and the lungs fill. And with that Ujjayi breath, as you exhale, everything decreasing, but the narrowing, the cinching of your waist and the drawing up of the pelvic floor, engaging the inner core muscles. So take a moment here to feel that engagement. Take a pause, center yourself. Let's take a moment to use pranayama, breath control. Prana being life force, the knowledge that we exist, that existence of all of that is around us. Prana, and how we control those unknowns, how we control with our breath to reconnect in, and just to simply be here now. So let's take some control with a count on our breath. We're going to do a deeper, slower inhale for 8 counts, and we'll pause at the top, and then I'll count us down 8 and we'll pause at the bottom. And we'll just take a few cycles here. So on your next exhale, let all your air out, Ujjayi breathing, and pause at the bottom. Pausing here. Inhale for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold. Exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold. Exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. Take your own inhale for 8, pausing, and the exhale for 8. Just take a few more cycles here, counting, controlling, and allowing that breath to center you. you are in your cycle. Just continue with it. But on your final exhale, just let go of the pause, let go of the count. Just return back to your natural breathing. Using your Ujjayi breath, just to bring yourself into this space, this quiet, safe, and beautiful space that is you. Maybe gently smiling here, honoring this moment. And if you wish, bringing your hands to your heart center, setting the intention for your practice. And when you're ready, gently opening your eyes, soften your gaze. And let's create some movement here in our seat. Inhale, reach up, lengthen the body tall, pull up through the armpits, maybe wiggle a little from side to side, and forward fold in your seat, keeping your sit bones on the mat. Push back through your hands. Inhale halfway, lengthen the spine, allow the hips to adjust, and then exhale, forward fold. Relaxing here, bringing your forehead closer towards the ground while not reaching with your neck. We don't want strain, but weight of the upper body folding into the hips. Using your Ujjayi breath. Inhale halfway, lengthen the spine, look forward. Exhale, take your body to the right and fold over the thigh. Inhale here. Exhale, soften the body. Inhale back to halfway, center. And exhale to the other side. Feels good. Lower back. Inhale here. Exhale, soften and fold. Inhale back to center, halfway lift. And fold. On your inhale, roll all the way back up, reach to the sky. Nice and slow and controlled, and take your hands by your sides. Swap the feet over or cross them the other way, working into the other side. We'll repeat the same thing. Inhale, breathe in with me. Lengthen the body. Exhale, fold to halfway. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Allow the movement to flow and be fluid. Inhale back to halfway. And exhale over to the right. Inhale. And exhale, soften. Inhale, lift, back to halfway, centering the body. Exhale to the other side. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale to center, lifting halfway. And fold. Roll the spine, reach up all the way to the ceiling. And bring your hands to your heart center in Namaste. Nice. Let's come into table pose. Hands under shoulders. Neil said hands under wrists. Of course, they're under your wrists. Nice wide fingers, index fingers pointing to the top of your mat. Push your shoulders back away from the ears, plugging them into the joint. And imagine that you are externally rotating the arms, opening those hands, getting the torque external rotation. Nice. When you're ready, drop the belly. Whew. I've been doing a lot of core work, so I feel my abdominals stretching here in cow pose. Just take a breath in and out in cow. And as you exhale, see if you can sink that spine a little more. I like to shake my tail feather here to open up the back. And then counter stretch, exhale, tuck the tailbone for cat. Tucking the chin under, pushing up through the hands, rounding the shoulders. Inhaling in this pose. Feel the chest expand and stretch the back ribs. Exhale, come into cow. Inhale in your cow. Exhale for cat, rounding the shoulders, rounding the spine. Inhale for cow. And exhale for cat. To neutral spine, inhale. And then step back to plank pose. And in your plank, I invite you to kind of warm up the shoulders here by focusing on your hands externally rotating. When you externally rotate, you're twisting jars of lids beneath your hands, and feel what that does to your shoulders. They work a little harder and they're a lot more stable in the joint. Option, if this feels too strong, you can always come to your knees into low plank. Just make sure that you are tucking that tailbone under. Okay, whatever plank you're in, but especially in low plank, so you really engage the core. On your next exhale, push back for downward facing dog, Ardha Mukha Svanasana, and walk your dog slowly here, pushing back through the hands, plugging those shoulders into the shoulder joint, feel them roll back and down, and then gripping the mat, external rotation, so your inner arms come in and upwards. And slowly pedal the feet one heel at a time, really slow. Enjoy the stretch all the way from the hip point, or I guess where your femur plugs into the pelvis, your sit bones. And just feel that long stretch, testing out each big hamstring. Breathe here. Now while we're in downward dog, I'm just going to promote that my playlist tonight holds a very special track. This is a yoga song that Chris has written for me and is starting to experiment with. So it's in this playlist, and I'm not going to tell you when it plays. You have to see if you can hear it. It's a beautiful track. It's called Floating, and he's just put it up on Spotify. So yeah, go Chris. All right, we're going to continue this. I know this is strong, so if you feel like you want to rest, come to child's pose. Otherwise, stay with me. Push back through the hands. Make sure your right hand is gripped, and take your left hand over to the right shin or ankle. It's a twist. If you're starting to slide, reposition your hand. Push back through the hand, and I want you to bend the left knee and straighten the right leg as you twist, and look underneath your right armpit. So you're twisting your body to the right underneath your shoulder. This is strong on your right arm, so really grip the mat. And then exhale, come back to downward facing dog. Whew. A lot of shoulder isolation there. When you're ready, push back through the hands, grip the mat with your left hand, cross the right hand to the left ankle or shin, looking under the right armpit, and bend the right knee. So you're gonna get a lot of stretch through that left leg. Breathe here. Adjust yourself or just go back to downward facing dog. And when you're ready, come back to Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Lower the knees as wide as the mat into Bakasana or child's pose, and release the weight off your shoulders. Relax your forehead to the mat. Take a breath. Clasp your hands behind your back. Keep the wrists connected rather than opening the wrists up. Keep them connected. Push your hands away so the shoulders draw down, and then gently, keeping those wrists connected, lift your wrists away from your back. Feel the stretch through your deltoids, through your chest, your pectorals. Breathe here. If it feels nice, just to rock your shoulders from one side, stretching a little deeper on one area of your pecs, and then tilt your shoulders to the other side. And release the hands by your thighs, relax the shoulders. Awesome. When you're ready, inhale, come up to your knees. Bring the knees in line with your hips and lift up, just lengthening the spine here. Breathe in, look up. If it feels good, lean back a little bit and support yourself by squeezing your glutes together, drawing the thighs in. If it feels good here, bring your hands to your lower back. Support yourself, pull the ribs up. You want to lengthen everything in the front body. Push the shoulders away from the ears and breathe here. A little bit of back extension. And then come back to neutral spine, bringing the torso up. Lift the arms up to the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, back to table pose. Inhale here in table, lengthen the spine. Curl the toes under, downward facing dog. Exhale. Okay, let's engage the shoulders here. So get your hands in position, plug the shoulders into the shoulder joint. You can see I can push them out by pushing into my hands or allowing them to roll in, back and down away from the ears. Bend the knees, come onto your tippy toes, and we're going to try and stack our shoulders over our wrists. This is almost like coming into a handstand, but we're not going to lift. And you just come as far forward as you can until you can't tippy toe anymore, and feel your shoulders shaking over your wrists, bending the knees. All that weight is taken in the hands and the shoulders, and then bend the knees and step all the way between your hands to the top of the mat. Shake it out. Bring your hands together, and while we're forward folding, just rotate the wrists around. Take a breath, side out. Great, let's come to Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Flatten your spine, pull up through the top of your head, and then exhale, Uttanasana, fold. Bend the knees, roll on up to the ceiling, Urdhva Namaskarasana. Saluting the sky, the evening or your morning. Exhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Let's start with Surya A. Feet are together or hip width apart. Roll the shoulders back and down. Feel length in the body. Engage the quads. Raise those kneecaps. Squeeze the thighs in and pull them away at the same time to really engage that hip joint. Lift up through the upper body. Squeeze your pelvic floor. Ujjayi breath, narrow the ribs. Turn everything on and energetically point those fingers down to the ground. Mountain pose. Breathe here. Ujjayi breathing. Inhale, reach up, Urdhva Namaskarasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, flat back. Bend the knees, place the hands beside the feet and step back for plank. Holding your plank here, allow time as you inhale to position yourself properly. Exhale, Chaturanga, your choice is to modify, lowering the knees and come halfway only. At the halfway point is where you hold and then inhale, push up for upward facing dog or cobra pose. Push up through the hands, shoulders come down away from the ears. You want that pelvis to come closer towards the ground to get your back bend. And if it feels good to kind of roll your hips in this position, if your thighs are lifted off the mat, I invite you to do that for more back bend. When you're ready, exhale, lift the hips, come to knees first if that feels good. Otherwise, downward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale, push back and soften. Nice long breaths. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, prepare, look to the top of the mat, bending the knees, and as carefully and as controlled as you can, step the feet forward to the top. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, flat back, lengthen the spine. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold. Really slow and gracefully. Inhale, reach up, Urdhva Namaskarasana. Exhale, Tadasana, and switch everything on, active in your mountain pose. Inhale, Urdhva Namaskarasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plank, and hold the plank for the inhale. Inhale here. Exhale, chaturanga halfway and push up for upward facing dog. Exhale, downward dog. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen that spine, tailbone to the sky. Exhale, push back and soften. Inhale, prepare, look forward. And exhale, control, step 1 foot forward and then the other foot forward. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, flat back. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, roll on up, Urdhva Namaskarasana. Exhale, Tadasana. A little bit faster this time. Inhale, Urdhva Namaskarasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plank, hold the plank. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, push back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, prepare. Controlled, exhale, come to the top of the mat. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Urdhva Namaskarasana. Exhale, Tadasana. Surya B, chair pose. Come into your chair, place your fingertips beside your heels. You don't need to sit this low in your squat. Yes, we're holding the squat right now. Your feet can be hip width apart if that feels more stable. And once you exhale into your Utkatasana, chair pose, when you inhale, raise the torso and sit on a bar stool. Okay? A little bit higher rather than so deep on the knee joint. Come onto your bar stool. When you're ready, let's take it to mountain pose. Exhale, stand tall. Inhale here. Exhale, lower into your chair. Inhale, lift the torso, Utkatasana. Good, let's begin. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step back for plank and lower for Chaturanga. Take your modification. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha. Good. Inhale, raise the right leg for a 3-legged dog. Put energy in that lifted leg. Push back through the hands. And your hip points, they need to be facing down to the mat, parallel with those long edges of your mat. Breathe here. Option is always just to hold a normal downward dog. Otherwise, balancing, engaging that left hip. It's working for you. Look to the hands, and we're going to take the right knee to the right elbow for a crunch. Exhale, lift up through the hands. Inhale for 3-legged dog. Beautiful, guys. Exhale, cross it over to the left elbow. Inhale, raise the leg. Exhale, take the knee to the nose and then place the foot carefully beside your right thumb. Drop the back knee for low lunge. Anjayasana, lift up for low lunge warrior. Bring your hands to your heart center as you lunge a little deeper. And then as you're here, inhale, lengthen the spine and feel that stretch. Beautiful. Take a few breaths here. Ujjayi breathing. Play with the posture. Where does it feel good? Does it feel better to lift up through that right leg? Or does it feel good to lunge deep? You decide, and kind of allow that awareness, or that awareness of somatic movement, how the movement translates in your body. This is your time to test, so feel it. Inhale, reach up to the ceiling. Exhale, take the hands down, 3-legged dog. Take the right leg to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Your option is to keep the leg lifted. Inhale, upward facing dog. Downward dog, exhale. Other side. Inhale, lift the left leg. Pausing here as you push back. Spread the toes. Square the hips. Get that external rotation of the hands. Good. Energy here. Let's take the core drill. So the left knee, exhale to the left elbow. Push up through the hands. Inhale, raise the leg. Exhale, cross it over to the right elbow. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knee to nose, and then place that left foot in between your hands. Drop the back knee. Inhale, Anjayasana, lift up. Exhale, hand to heart center. Pausing here, breathe, and just adjust for yourself. How much lunge do you want? And how much pull back do you want to get that stretch through the right hip flexor? So kind of give that time. Ujjayi breathing, concentrate. And when you're ready, inhale, raise your hands up. Exhale, take the hands down. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward dog. Downward dog for 3 breaths. Inhale, lengthening the spine. Exhale, push back and soften the body. Inhale deeply. Exhale smoothly. Inhale, prepare, look forward. Exhale, control, step the feet forward to the top of the mat. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, flat back. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Sit in your chair. Inhale, lift the torso for Utkatasana. Exhale, mountain pose. And in your mountain, sink into your chair on the same exhale. Awesome. Inhale for Utkatasana. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha. Feet together. Inhale, raise the right leg up. Exhale, bring the right knee to the right elbow. Inhale, lift the leg. Exhale, cross it over. Inhale, lift. Exhale, place the foot in between the hands. Keep the back heel lifted and turn it in at 45 degrees. Coming into Warrior One. Inhale, lift up for Virabhadrasana. Now, option is you can keep that heel lifted, but we're aiming to take it down and bring those hip points facing forward. So you want to put a bit of push into the outer edge of that back foot. So you get length and strength in the back leg. Twist the hips around, knee above ankle at the front. Lunge a little deeper and raise those hands up. Breathe here. Woo, nice, you look good, guys. Sweaty tonight. Nice. Inhaling. On your exhale, come to Warrior Two. Open up the body and keep the lunge here. Hip points facing out. Oh, that right thigh. It's working. When you're ready, look at the ground and cartwheel down, coming back into your lunge. Back heel lifts. Inhale for three-legged dog and chaturanga. Inhale for upward. Downward dog, exhale. Bring the feet together. Inhale, left leg comes up. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Awesome. Inhale, lift. Exhale, cross. Inhale, lift. And place that foot in between the hands. Keep the back leg lifted and inhale, lift for Virabhadrasana 1. Breathe here and align yourself. Take the time to kind of stack everything in the right way. Breathe Ujjayi breath. Engage the Mula Bandha, squeeze the pelvic floor. Feel your ribs narrowing as you exhale. Engage the core to stabilize you. Inhaling. Exhale and come into Warrior Two. Opening up, lunging into Warrior Two. Arms are straight out from your shoulders. Energy in that pointed finger. Look to the left fingertips. Breathe and balance. And then look to the ground and take the arms down for your lunge. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward dog, inhale. Exhale, downward dog for 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, Ujjayi breath. Inhale. Exhale. Prepare, inhale, look forward. Exhale, step, jump, or hop the feet forward. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Sitting in your chair, inhale, Utkatasana, lift the torso. Exhale, mountain pose, and take a moment here. Woo. Breathe here if you feel good. Keep focused. And I offer you to take a towel or a drink. Cheers. Nice, everyone. Okay. So we're going to add in more of our flow. We've added our Warrior Two. We're going to add in Trikonasana or triangle pose. I'm going to use a block. You don't need a block, but they're just great to have. So if you are using a block and it feels good in Trikonasana to have the access there with the block, then use that and have it close by. Okay? And when you're ready, come back to the top of your mat. We're warm, focused. We're giving that effort. And it feels so alive, so alive. So when you're ready, find your mountain, standing tall and strong, unshakable, because it's you. And when you're ready, inhale deeply. Exhale, sink into your chair. And then inhale into bar stool, Utkatasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Feet together. Inhale, raise the right leg up. Exhale, Virabhadrasana 1. Plant the foot, drop the back heel. Inhale, lift up, Vira 1. Exhale here and lunge a little deeper. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, Warrior Two, looking to the right fingertips. Pull those hands energetically away. Check your alignment with your knee and ankle. Your knee should be in line with your second and third toe. And that back leg should be really straight and strong. You want the kneecap to lift. Engage the quad. Good. Look to the fingertips, lean into the fingertips, flip the palm and reverse your warrior, stretching through that right hip. Breathe. It's burning, good. Come back to Warrior Two, exhale. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Feel the relief. Yeah. Let's shorten our stance just a little bit, not too much. Just so you don't feel like you're gonna fall. We're keeping with that alignment, so you're looking at those fingertips. And what we tend to do is we tend to kick this hip out, which makes our hips twist. We don't wanna do that so much. We wanna keep the tailbone tucked under, keep strong and lengthen the spine, lean into the fingertips here rather than tilting out. Lean into the fingertips and then take your hand down to your shin, your ankle, or the floor. Raise that left hand up straight. And if you have your block, you can take your block to the inside of that leg and stretch here. It kind of gives you a little bit more something to push into and twist your chest open. Breathe here in Trikonasana and feel the deeper work in that left hip and lower back. If it's too tight, then just come up, holding below the knee, and lift yourself up. You're still going to feel that stretch. Breathe. Whoops. Yeah. If your body's collapsing and your chest is rolling forward because you're trying to reach the ground, that's a no. Keep the chest open. Imagine that your chest is pressed against a wall. And that back leg, keep the kneecap lifted, engage the left quad. Yes. So many things to think about. All right, when you're ready, move your block out the way. Bring yourself back up into almost like a half warrior. And then slowly lunge into your warrior pose, warrior two. If it feels good to wiggle that back foot back a little bit, you can. When you're ready, inhale, warrior one, front facing warrior. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward dog. Downward facing dog. Bring the feet together. Inhale, raise the left leg this time. Exhale, bring it through to Virabhadrasana 1. Drop the back heel, and on your inhale, lift. Exhale here, realign. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, open up into warrior two. Engage the back quad. Lengthen the arms and look to the left fingertips. Check that your knee is in line with the second and third toe. Breathe here. Pull those shoulders away from the ears, create space in the shoulders. Feel the burn. Inhale. Exhale, let's take that front leg straight. Call this like a half warrior. Bring the right foot in just a little bit if that feels good. And then exhale, lean into the left fingertips without kicking the hips out. Keep your tailbone tucked under. Lean into the fingertips. Feel the hip already engage and stretch. And then take your Trikonasana. Opening that chest. Taking our time here in Trikonasana. Using a block on the inner part of your leg if that feels good. Keep that right quad on so you're not wobbling around and you're using and activating all the muscles to support those joints. Just breathe. Just breathe, guys. Maybe as you exhale, you can go a little deeper. And then gently inhale, come back up, lifting the torso. Remove your block if it's there. And then look to the fingertips, take your back leg out a little bit, and then exhale, warrior two. Inhale here. Exhale, twisting into warrior one. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward dog. Downward dog. 3 breaths here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, push back and soften. Inhale, prepare, look to the top. Exhale, step, jump or hop the feet forward. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Sitting in your chair. Inhale for Utkatasana. Exhale, Tadasana. We're keeping on going. Sit back down into your chair on the same exhale. Inhale, lift the torso, Utkatasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step back for Chaturanga. Upward dog. Downward facing dog. Bring the feet together. Inhale, raise the right leg. Exhale, warrior one. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, warrior two. Moving with the breath. Flip the warrior, reverse it. Inhale, taking that lean back. And then exhale, coming back to warrior two and straightening the front leg. Look to the fingertips. Inhale, lean into the fingertips. Exhale, coming into Trikonasana. Inhale here. Exhale here. Inhale, lift the torso up, warrior two, or half warrior, I should say. And then bring your feet facing the front, long edge of the mat. Wide-legged stance. Bring your hands to your hips, push into the hips, roll the shoulders back and down. Find your breath. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, hinge from the hips and fold halfway. Great, halfway fold. Now, what should your legs be doing? You want to engage the quads, so you don't need to hyperextend them, but you want to lift the kneecaps, feel those quads engaged. Imagine you're pushing into the outside of those feet, yeah, that makes sense. At the same time, draw them in, so you feel this counter action. It's pretty intense. Great. Push the shoulders away from the ears, and exhale, fold a little further. Inhale here, maybe lengthen the spine, and then exhale, fold all the way forward to where feels comfortable, taking your hands to the floor. You could use a block here, so you can take your hands to the block. Let's inhale just halfway or quarter way, lift, lengthen the spine, twerk a little bit from side to side, feeling that stretch through the upper hamstrings, behind the back of the knees. And then exhale, deeply fold. Breathe here. And if you're really folding deeply, you can take your hands in between your feet or behind your feet and fold a little deeper. Wherever feels good for you. You can even take your feet out a little wider, but make sure that your quads are on. And if your forehead or your head comes all the way down to the ground, take it there and release your fold. Feel the weight of the upper body come over. Breathe here. Use your Ujjayi breath. Inhale, halfway lift, bringing your hands out, flattening your back. Bring your hands to your hips as you exhale, gripping the mat with your feet. Bending the knees slightly. Inhale, lift all the way up, slowly and controlled. Exhale, relax the body here. Good. Take the arms out. Take the left toes out so you're facing the back of your mat. It's going to become the front, and we lunge into warrior two. Nice. Inhale here, look to the left fingertips. That should be the left fingertips, left knee is at the front, yeah? Just checking. Excellent. Let's come to Trikonasana. Straighten that front leg on your inhale. Lean with the hands. Keep the pelvis tucked under. And exhale, Trikonasana. Taking your hand to your shin, your ankle, or down to the floor. Open the chest. Breathe here. And engage the quad in that back leg. Beautiful, guys. Your triangles look superb. Superb triangles. I don't know why I have that accent. Inhale, come back, warrior two. Exhale, bending the front knee. Cool. Lean into the hand, flip the palm, dancing warrior. Inhale. Feel that stretch through the side of the body. I forgot this last time. And then exhale, warrior two. Warrior one. Inhale, twist the pelvis facing the top of your mat. Lift the arms up. Lengthen here. Exhale, lunge a little deeper. Straighten the back leg. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Downward facing dog, exhale, 3 breaths. Inhale here. Exhale here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, step, jump or hop the feet forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold. Sitting in your chair, inhale for Utkatasana. Exhale, Tadasana. Sink into the chair, guys. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Chaturanga. Nice, guys, getting that rhythm. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Prepare, feet together. Inhale, raise the left leg this time. Exhale, take it through for Virabhadrasana 1. Back heel comes down and you inhale, lift the torso. Exhale, Warrior 2. Look to the palm, flip the palm, reverse Warrior, inhale. Exhale, Warrior 2. Inhale, straighten the front leg for Trikonasana. Look to the palm, lean into it, and come down on your exhale. Few breaths here. Inhale. Look up to the ceiling if that feels good. On your next inhale, lift the torso. Exhale, lunge here. I think I'm ready to straighten that leg again. Inhale, let's straighten the front leg and turn the feet to the long edge of the mat. I know what I'm doing. Bring the hands to the hips. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, lean down into halfway into your fold. Take the legs a little wider if that feels safe. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, forward fold. And I'm gonna let you just adjust yourself here. As you inhale, maybe lift a little, flatten the back, twerk a little in the hips to create length in the hamstrings. And as you exhale, fold and soften. Maybe you notice you're a little deeper this time. Or maybe you're in extreme pain. So allow the breath to soften the body and to relax yourself as you give into the deep stretch. Ujjayi breathing. On your next inhale, come halfway up, bending the knees slightly to give yourself a bit of support. Inhale, bring your hands to your hips, lengthen the spine. Exhale here. Inhale, come all the way up. Take the hands out, turn the right toes to the top of your mat and come into your Warrior 2. Lean into the palm, reverse Warrior, inhale. Exhale, Warrior 2. Straighten that front leg. Inhale, lean into the palm. Exhale, Trikonasana. A few breaths here. Inhale. Exhale, deepen. Awesome. Inhale. Exhale. Coming on up. Inhale for Warrior 2. Look to the fingertips. Lunge into the front leg. Get ready to turn into Vira 1. Inhale, bringing the hips forward, raising the hands up. Virabhadrasana 1. On your inhale, lengthen the body. Exhale, Chaturanga. Well done, guys. Beautiful control. Urdhva Mukha. Adho Mukha. 3 breaths. Inhale deeply. And exhale smoothly. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, come to your toes. Look to the top of the mat. Step, jump, or hop the feet forward. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Sitting into your chair. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, Tadasana, holding here on our mountain. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, soften here in Tadasana. Take a few breaths here. How do you feel? What is your focus? Just sigh it out through the mouth, allowing the body to fully soften as you stand. And I'll meet you in child's pose. If you want to take a wipe or have a drink, grab that now. And then coming into child's pose. Nice, everybody. Good job. Woohoo! Beautiful body work. Nice long lines, lots of strength. Feeling one. I'm coming into Bakasana. Just allowing the body to relax here. Option is to take the knees out a little wider if you want a deeper groin stretch. Pushing back through the hands to give the joints a little bit more of a push into that groin. You can use those hands to your advantage. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, take the torso over the right thigh, stretching through the lower back. Inhale back to center, halfway lift. Exhale to the other side. Inhale back to center, halfway lift, and then bring yourself all the way up onto your knees. Nice. Final strength work. I haven't done this for a while on Zoom. It's fun. Option, guys, if you have a pillow and you're not used to crow or crane pose, grab a pillow. It's going to be a friend for your brain and put it here on your mat. And come into a yogi squat or malasana. So bring your heels maybe in line with your hips or a little wider than your hips, and come into a squat. If you are staying on your toes, that's okay. So come into your squat and just lengthen your spine here. Breathing. Aiming to try and get those heels down. It might help if you lift your hands away from your body, let the weight be heavier out in front so that you can sink your chest down and come to the heels, so you're squatting here. And if that feels like you're here and that's where you can balance, then see if you can bring your hands to the inside of your chest and your arms coming to the inside of your thighs. If you're like this, you want to get like this. Lengthen the spine. So if you're really squashing, then take the hands out and see if you can lift the torso. Your hip flexors are working so hard if this is a really challenging posture for you. And if you're on your toes and you're doing this, great, it's fine. So take your posture, breathe. Let's prepare for crow pose. What we're doing here, this is the first kind of stage, is that you want your, and you know, if this is part of your practice, I know Nick, you know this, so go straight into your crane pose or whatever you want to work on. Otherwise, I'm going to speak through the poses. So you want your inner thighs to squeeze and hug as high as you can on the back and the sides of your arm. Can you see that? And you want that on both sides. So you are really going to come onto your toes and really squat down like a little frog and squeeze the juicy part of your thighs onto the backs of your arms. Your thighs have to squeeze against your arms. If they don't do any squeezing action, you're just gonna not do anything, okay? So squeeze your arms there, spread your fingers wide, and you're gonna feel like you're gonna face plant, but it's a balancing posture to begin with. So you wanna find the middle ground of coming forward and at the same time having enough weight back. So a pillow's really good because people feel like as they come forward, they're just gonna face plant, okay? And that's okay. The cushion, it's okay. So you come onto your toes, you externally rotate in the hands, gripping them out with your fingers, and you squeeze your thighs, lift your bottom a little higher, squeeze in and take your forehead down towards the ground, lifting one foot and then the other foot. Shoulders need to draw away from the ears. And you use your core to keep suspended and balanced. And if it's too scary and you can't lift any foot off the ground, then just try one foot at a time. Lean into it, come right onto your tippy toes and take one foot up and then the other foot up. And just play with the posture. See how it feels just to play and control. I'm just gonna let you have a play and see where you're at. There's no pressure, face planting allowed. Nice, Chris. Nice, Nick, that's beautiful. I haven't seen you do a pose like that for a while. So nice. Go, Sarah, you got this, girl. Yes. And I find it actually more, that's nice, tummy. And what you're trying to do there is you're just getting the psychology of this puzzle to start to imprint in your brain and translate that feeling in your body, because you're never doing this in your day. So it's just playing with it. Point the toes together and lift the heels towards your glutes. That little tip kind of helps you balance a little more. When you're done playing with that, we're going to try one more pose. So just shake out, just come back and shake out your shoulders. Bring your hands to your shoulders and just rotate the elbows around, expanding the stretch. Change direction. Take some calming breaths. Crane pose. Bruises. Always happens, but bruises are okay. Means you are working hard. Same idea, coming into your tippy toe squat. You're going to try to get the knees on under the armpits or on the back of your triceps as high as you can. So you really want to get that kneecap up there. Okay, you also want to have that external rotation of the hands. And here's a good test. If you can get your knees under your armpits with your hands out like this, then you can access this pose. Just takes a lot of other muscle control. So you could test that coming onto your toes, have a little play. It's also very good balance for your ankles and your core, guys. So have a little play here with me in this posture. Whew, my calves are working hard. Great for leg shapes, ladies. Aiming here, we're gonna bring the hands down, try and get those knees as high as you can on the back of your arms. Open jars with your hands, push up and push the shoulders away from the ears. If you don't get that space, you're gonna really strain all of these neck and shoulder muscles. So as you twist, you're gonna be like this, push the shoulders down, okay? Little alignment focus. Hopefully these cues are helpful for you as you navigate the posture. Bring those knees, lift up through the hands. It's the same action, bringing your face towards the ground, and squeeze the heels close to your glutes. Point the toes together and push up through the hands. Grip the mat with your hands. I've got the full shakes going on, but I'm balancing. Breathe. And then gently coming down. So much fire energy. Take your time. Use your breath. Exhale like you're breathing onto a focus point. And if it's painful, your wrists are tired, your shoulders are fatigued, totally fine. You can come back into your yogi squat and hold here. Or just sit on your bottom and shake it out. So when you're ready, come to lazy man pose. Made that one up. Don't know if the yogis had this pose in their asana. One of my favorite poses. We should call it beach lounging pose. Yeah. And when you're ready, let's come onto our backs. Take your time. Relaxing those arms. Bring your knees in, lift the heels, and coming into happy baby. Your arms come inside the thighs as your hands take the outer edges of your feet. And breathe here in happy baby. If you push into your hands, you're gonna get a lot of stretching going on in the hamstrings, the groins, the shoulders. Use your breath to soften and breathe. So good. Release the feet, but hold your knees. And like a frog, rotate the knees around, just flushing out the joints of the hips. Change direction. And then place your feet flat on the mat. Raise the left leg up, stretch it tall, and then draw that leg towards you, stretching in the hamstring. Try to flatten your shoulders on the mat and support yourself with that leg that's, I guess, the flat foot that's on the mat. You can give yourself a bit of balance here. Take the left outer ankle and place it on top of the right knee, just above a little bit. Find that little flat place here between the heel and the ankle, and that's a good spot to put on your thigh. When you're ready, inhaling, exhale, draw the right knee towards you, stretching through the glutes. This is like a controlled pigeon pose. Breathe, unravel, relax. And release the right foot down to the mat. Again, lift the left leg up, stretch it to the ceiling. Take your palms face down beside you. Face down, palms down beside you. Keep your arms by your sides. And then as you exhale, lower the left heel down to the ground, nice and controlled. Good. Draw that foot in, so your left foot is flat, and then raise the right leg up. Catching the shin, the ankle, or the back of the knee with your hand, drawing that right leg in, stretching through the hamstring. And on your exhale, place the outer edge of the heel on top of your thigh, above your knee, and then draw the left knee towards your chest. Feeling that stretch in the right hip, the right glute. Relaxing your shoulders flat on the mat. Again, relaxing, releasing, and resting. On your next exhale, release the left foot to the mat, and inhale, raise the right leg up. Take your palms flat down by your sides. Exhale, lower that right heel down to the mat and extend the left leg as well. Inhale, cactus the arms, palms are face down. It's taking your hands out from your shoulders, like you're in a cross, crucifix pose, I guess. Cactus, I prefer cactus. And then take the left leg, raise it up to the ceiling, bend the knee, I guess like a half bent leg in, and clasp the right hand to the left knee as you twist it over to the right, keeping your left shoulder plugged into the mat and looking over to your left. Nice twist here. Shiva pose, dancing Shiva. As you exhale, maybe feel that, I guess, that twist deepen. You can pull a little bit deeper if that feels good. Inhale, release, come back to center and extend the left leg. Exhaling, bring the right leg in. Inhale here. Take the left hand to the right knee. Exhale, cross it over, keeping your right shoulder plugged in, looking over to the right. Inhale, release the stretch, come back to center. Hug your knees to your chest and bring your forehead to your knees as you exhale like a little ball. Inhale, stretch the legs away and the arms above your head. Take a deep stretch. And exhale, come into Shavasana. Take the feet a little wider than your hips. Allow the legs to go floppy, palms face up to the ceiling. Take a nice sigh out through the mouth as you disappear here into your rest. Releasing all thought, all concentration. Slowly going to bring you back into consciousness. Take a deeper inhale. Feel your body expand with the oxygen. Slide out through your mouth gently, softening here. Maybe sliding your hands above your head as you inhale. Little stretch here, moving your toes and your ankles. And relaxing as you breathe out. Maybe gently turning over onto one side of the body. And opening your eyes slowly, allowing the light to come back in. Taking some more awakening breaths. Just feeling the lightness of the moment, that rest. Maybe that exhaustion or that delight in the day ahead. Just take this moment to breathe in gratitude for being alive and for being here and showing up for yourself. And if you feel ready, slowly bring your body back to a seated position. I'm going to thank Chris for that beautiful song that we just listened to. And slowly sitting a little taller, maybe roll your shoulders, maybe rub your face. Rub behind the ears, maybe around the back of the neck if that feels good. Maybe even hugging your shoulders and your arms on the way down to taking your hands to your thighs. Let's take a deep breath together. Inhale, hold your breath at the top. Charge the body with air, expand those lungs. Do it with a smile, you're here. And out through the mouth, verbalize the sound, exhale. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, hold the breath. Hold it. Hold it. And sigh it out. Inhale last time. And exhale. Beautiful. Bring your hands to your heart center. Thank you for the quality of your company. It's so nice to practice with you guys each week. I love it. You're awesome. Namaste, guys.